Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jazwon, Jazwon, over the Addicted Gamers channel. For those of you who, or rather the few of you who have started following me, I apologize, but things happen. But I'm going to rededicate myself to this channel, and you're going to see me start putting out videos regularly every week. More than likely, I'm looking to put out vids regularly between Thursday and Friday. And maybe any other time whenever it strikes me. I'm going to get started. For those of you who, or if you go back into my channel, one of the things that you're going to know about me is, and I mean, this is kind of unrelated um, to gaming in and of itself, but it is related to what I want to talk to you about. Um, I'm a bit of a fan of the men's rights movements and the MGTOW, or men going their own way, and I really um, take issue with the so-called feminist movement that goes on in this country. And I'm going to have some links in the description as to why. You can read through some of well, at least one good article that I know where feminism has taken a turn, and it's gotten so bad now that some of the articles they put out, they put out where there's one article that I'm going to put in. They try to argue something where a movie like Beauty and the Beast somehow promotes rape culture. And it's just been more and more articles like that that made me just turn my back totally against feminism. But that's not exactly what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is the so-called, I guess you could say, people looking for social commentary where there is no social commentary. Like, for instance, and I'm just, what I'm going to focus on is the original Super Mario Brothers, and I'm sure that all of you know the original Super Mario Brothers. Anita Sarkeesian, and of course, all of you may know Anita Sarkeesian, but she made, she had her project funded through Kickstarter, and in one of her videos, she started talking about, somehow where the original Super Mario Brothers somehow promoted female victimization or some BS. And the only thing that you can ask yourself is, actually how, because I'm sure that whenever I believe it was Shigeru Miyamoto created the game, he had no social commentary involved at all. He wasn't trying to make any kind of statement about men and women. And of course, it was a BS argument. But then there was another argument that was created. I don't know if you guys know him, but it was by Sandman, and I'm going to have his link in the description. I was looking at one of his videos called Top 5 MGTOW Songs, and the number one song that he had on there was a song made by a group called Mario and the Brick Breakers, and it's called Mario Get Your Shit Together. And he made this point that somehow Super Mario Brothers somehow encourages men to compete against each other for women. How? I mean, that's the point that I want to, that's the question that I want to put out there. These people must have a second anus from which they pulled this shit up out of. Because there's no way that the original creators had any type of social commentary in mind about men and women in general. It is just a game about a plumber jumping on Goombas and jumping on turtles, going up and down green pipes, going through 8 varied worlds in order to rescue a princess. It has no social commentary whatsoever. None was intended. They just pull this shit up out of their ass and try to ruin something that was meant to be fucking pure and fun. And that was it. This bullshit has to stop. Yeah, look, I'm sorry. I mean, to me, men and women not acknowledging one another, and it's on both sides. Although, in my opinion, it's a lot more against women, but I'm not even gonna get into it. But it's on both sides. If we don't learn to acknowledge one another, acknowledge our differences, acknowledge the BS that we bring to the table, and try our best to squash it, then I'm telling you right now, we're going to continue to miss the mark on what's really important. I mean, I really, this is maybe a point where I go more into more content, where I start talking about, my other channel, Addicted Political Connection. I really do think that people need to start paying more and more attention to what actually goes on into politics and how it affects our daily lives. I mean, I really don't think that you people seem to understand that food companies are deregulated and they're poisoning us every day. I don't think that you people seem to understand that the average person is being underpaid, in our society, and that makes a huge difference. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of broke gamers who are listening to guys like Gaijin Goomba, Review Tech USA, and just looking at gameplay because they can't afford to buy the games to begin with. So the best thing they do is go to YouTube. I mean, it's a shame to say, but I mean, it's going on. We have to pay attention to things that are actually important and not come up with this bullshit out of left field that is taking our eye off the ball. Because if we continue to do that, then we're just going to continue to screw ourselves more over each and every single day. Now, I mean, especially when you consider this shit doesn't exist. It does not exist. I'm sorry. I don't think, and looking at the more recent issue, I don't think Sakurai thought anything of Samus in a leather outfit or Shulk in nothing but swimming trunks and shoes. I mean, seriously, I'm sorry, but I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I mean, I don't see how those designs were meant to be sexist at all. And it's just nothing but a lot of people who are reaching for shit that is not there. And honestly, I just think that we need to stop. And I hope we stop it soon. Because I mean, to me, it's getting pretty fucking old. I apologize for those of you who may not like me cussing, but this is the only way I know to express myself. It's getting pretty fucking old. So that's all I have to say on it. Perhaps I may be wrong. If you will, leave your rate, comment, and subscribe. And I really want to hear what other people may have to say about the matter. Let me know what you think, okay? This is Jazwon, Jazwon, signing off for Addicted Gamer Channel. Y'all have a good one.